Hey everybody, Jeremy here. Welcome to episode 11 of Action Figure Window Shopping. A little thing that I do every week where I take a look at some cool toys and collectibles that caught my eye, and then I come back and show you everything that I found. Now, I gotta tell you, this week has been a little bit lackluster. It wasn't a whole lot of announcements as of last week and reveals and all that stuff, but I think we're gonna be okay. Now, in the last episode, I did say that even though McFarlane Toys is ticking everybody off with those side eyes, we can always depend on them to show us something new every single week. And I'm always starting this show off with them. So let's keep the tradition going. Let's take a look at something from McFarlane Toys. So this here is the DC Designer Edition Batman Year 2. Now, if you guys remember this last year, like back in, maybe it was September, when this particular figure was first revealed, and it's a Target exclusive. You got this version for $50, and then there's an autographed version that Todd McFarlane signs the card, and that one was like, what, 80 bucks or something like that. We pre-ordered those, and then out of nowhere, Target canceled them all. And then after they canceled them, they put them right back up for pre-ordered. So if you weren't there when they canceled it, you just totally missed out. And that's what happened to a lot of people, myself included. But fortunately, this past Friday, they brought these back, and Todd McFarlane made that announcement. He said that these are going back up. They have more stock than they had before, and these are not pre-orders. These are in hand, ready to ship to you. It was a little bit of a strange time when they first brought these out on Friday, because it said that it was sold out instantly and people were getting upset, but it turns out they just didn't put up the stock yet. But anyway, all that being said, if you want to pick up this particular Batman, you can. As of Sunday night, it's still available for shipping. The autograph version is sold out, but you can still get this one. If you're not familiar with this is a Todd McFarlane designed Batman, and the reason why it's $50, to see if they show it in the pictures, is because you have the choice of choosing from one of two different styles. So if you want to have like the regular Batman with a cloth cape, you can have this particular Batman here. Or if you want a more statuesque version of Batman, you can put him on this particular cape. This one is not a fabric cape, you know, so it's going to be more of a statue, but you can put that on, and then you can have the little base right there, and then this can just kind of be like a centerpiece of your collection. It's going to take up a decent amount of room with that cape flowing all over the place, but it's definitely one of the most unique figures of this DC Multiverse line that McFarlane has released yet. So take a look at some of the accessories that you get here. You get those interchangeable arms. You're going to need to take those off if you want to switch over the capes. And then you get the diorama, batarang, a couple of interchangeable hands, and here's what the packaging looks like. Now, mine has already shipped. It's already on its way. I think it's in Texas or something. And yeah, hopefully it'll be here next week. And if and when it does, I'm going to definitely make a video about it. So if you missed out on the opportunity, or if you were screwed over by Target when you tried to get this the first time, try to go online and get it now before they sell out, because you don't want to pay double on the secondary markets. Cool. All right. So now let's look at some more McFarlane Toys things. Another announcement that they revealed, this is the Infinite Frontier Damien Wayne Robin, and I think this Robin looks really cool. I love the eyes, and I love the fact that they're whited out so you can't give them side eyes. So yeah, this is a really cool looking Robin, quite unique. I'm a little tiny bit concerned, because even though this is you know, stock imagery, the images that they want you to see, does it look kind of dirty around those edges there? It looks like they didn't do a very good paint job. Look how dirty that is around the edge there. And then you just kind of, I don't know, guys. Maybe I wouldn't have led the product photography with that. So, you know, you got the black on the back and the yellow on the inside, and it looks like that black is spilling over. I mean, and look, it's not a huge deal. I mean, after all, it's only $20. It's just, usually they show their best when they're showing product photography, and this doesn't look like that, but it's still a cool looking Robin nonetheless. He has a sword, and here's the packaging for Robin. Another thing that they revealed is this Batman. Well, they didn't reveal this necessarily. Well, maybe they did. I don't know. But this is something I know that I didn't show. So this is the 2-pack from the Dark Knight Returns. So this Batman is sold separately. I believe I got him, don't I? Yeah, this Batman is sold separately. This one looks like the different version. This one is more blue and the other one isn't. But if you wanted to hold off on getting him and you wanted to get this Dark Knight Returns Superman at the same time, this is what you can do. They do this often with, there was a Green Lantern set, there was a Devastator, and Superman. You know, they do these 2-packs from time to time. Only thing is, if you want to get this Superman separately, you can also get him, and I think that comes with a Build-A-Horse piece. So if you want to get the diorama, then you're going to have to basically have 2 of the same character. And then if you want to get the Build-A-Figure, you're going to have to basically buy it again. But that's the way it is. For me, I don't have any of these dioramas. I don't plan on getting any of these dioramas, but the Build-A-Horse is something that I am interested in. So, of course, it's Dark Knight Returns, and the characters look funny. This is just Superman, but you know, the Joker looks weird, and Robin looks weird. Everything looks weird, but that's what makes it charming. And the last thing is this new Batman from DC Rebirth. I've seen some comments of people saying that they really, really like this Batman. Like, this is like one of the best Batmans that McFarlane has ever done. I don't know about all that, but it is a cool looking Batman. I mean, but at the same time, he's cool, but it's kind of a standard Batman, I guess. Honestly, I think one of the cooler Batmans that was released was the Todd McFarlane designed Batman, not the designer series one, but the gold label one that came out a long time ago. And I think you could have gotten that Walmart. It had the little goggles. I thought that one was a really cool looking Batman. But this one is also nice. Also a nice Batman. And they're still sticking with the action figure art for the card. I wish they would just go back to the comic book stuff, but it is what it is. He has all white eyes, so you can't get any side eyes. All right, so next thing that I want to show you is from 4 Horsemen. I mentioned in one of these episodes that I did that I was really interested in this Mythic Legions line and some of the other lines they have there as well. Cosmic Legions is another one. That's the one I'm really particularly interested in, but Mythic Legions was the one that kind of got all this started. And even though I don't have any characters from this line, I'm just so intrigued by them. The price is kind of steep, but this Pox's line is a new line that they just recently revealed. So here's a look at some of the characters from this Pox's line. And I like the wizards. Like, here's this guy. I can't pronounce his name. Arizak. So he looks like he could be like a dark wizard or something. I mean, he got the product description down there. I'm sure they'll tell you everything you need to know, but it's just my first impressions of him. And yeah, these figures, I think that they are really interesting and cool. We got some cloth goods there, so that's always awesome. Giant scepter. Tremendous, wonderful beard. And I'm just, you know, I just really like these figures, and I should really get one. See, here's the Cosmic Legions that I mentioned just a little while ago. This is what I'm really interested in because I just kind of like the look of the space characters and stuff like that. But, you know, if really more into the mystical and the Middle Earthy kind of stuff, then this regular Mythic Legions line and this new Pox's line of figures should be right up your alley. This guy looks really cool. $74.99 in the fourth quarter of 2022 is when he's coming out. And that is a really interesting figure. Seems like everyone likes scepters in this line. Let's just see how many of them have scepters. So he has a scepter. Looks like this guy has a scepter. The guy has like a scimitar, another sword. Okay, so it's kind of like half and half we got going on here. But you know what? When it comes to 4 Horsemen and stuff, you know, and I'm always showing things on BigBagToyStore.com, but if you want to show some support for some more local toy stores to you, 4 Horsemen did put up on their website a page where you can see all of their approved retailers in the United States and internationally. So if you look over for the US-based retailers, you see here we have one in what's that, Kansas? So that's 1313 Mockingbird Lane. And we also have Big Boy Collectibles, of course, Bit Back Toy Store, Bond Toys. You know, look at all these places. We got one in New Jersey, a couple in New Jersey, I think. This one is in Connecticut, Kokomo, Indiana, Kingston, Massachusetts, Anaheim, California. You know, and it's just a pretty interesting way to get the toys that you want and also support smaller local businesses. So let's just click on one of these. So let's click on the Big Boy Collectibles. Let's see what we got here. So this is their website. I don't know anything about Big Boy Collectibles, but you know, I just wanted to show them a little bit of love here. And oh, look at this. Front and center, they got these Joy Toy figures. All right, find your way into my heart. So these are just added. They're not gouging you for them. $34.99. That's a pretty standard price. And I do like these Joy Toy figures. They have really good detail. They're about 3 3/4 of an inch tall, so they're not very big. But man, they come with a lot of accessories and they're very well detailed. I did a couple of reviews on these figures. I'll leave a link or a card somewhere so you can check those out. But you know, here's just one at random. Look at that armor. Doesn't that look cool? Man, that is a really nice looking figure. I might have to come back. But yeah, let me show a few of these different websites for these local toy stores. 1313 Mockingbird Lane. Oh, here's a notice here. Let's see what they say. In an effort to maintain my own sanity, inventory on this site will remain separate from the physical store and social platforms. And okay, cool. All right, so I was looking at this site here. It's I can't quite get all the way over to the left side. It's not the best designed website in the world, but just here's a look at some of the things they sell. Some of the older McFarlane toys, the Walking Dead figures, of course, the prices have gone up since then. It's like he's got some Blu-rays, Masters of the Universe stuff, on-card Star Wars figures here. So, okay. Oh, a Todd McFarlane. Signed by Keith David. You got a Spawn signed by Keith David for $100. All the best. Love, Keith David. Oh, that's awesome. Keith David. All right. Sweet. All right. So that's those guys. Let's take a look at Bond Toys, or Merlin Toy Store rather. All right. So here's the Mythic Legions that they have right there on their front page. We got some that's available for pre-order here. So it's good that they're on the approved retailers list, and then they show you right there on the front page the type of figures that you can get from them. $44.99 for each of these, except for this one right here, which is an accessory pack. All right, let's see what else that they sell. Masters of the Universe, Marvel Legends, Mezco 112, G.I. Joe Classified, Star Wars Black Series, and some featured pre-orders. And you know, another thing about these local stores is, since you don't think of them normally to find things, so you might find that a figure is sold out on Amazon and Big Back Toy Store or Entertainment Earth, and you're like, oh man, I don't want to go to eBay. But you never know. One of these smaller stores might have what you want. Like, for example, you want this Sandman, this 6-inch Marvel Legends Sandman figure. This is a pretty cool figure. They got him in stock, $22.99. Normal price, right? They're not gouging you, so that's pretty good. What else do they have here? Let's just go up to here for Marvel Legends, see what they got. All right, so yeah, again, these prices are fair. $20.99 for this Mysterio. That is a cool figure. Punisher with this motorcycle, $40. Even got some sales here. So who is this? Rage for $14.99. And I remember this Cable when it was in stores, $24.99. That's pretty standard. Here, ooh, here's some sales on some 2-packs here. Look at this. 80th anniversary Grandmaster and Korg, $24.99 for this 2-pack. It's not bad. Here's another one. Ghost and Lewis 2-pack, $24.99. All right. Oh, here's another one. We got Scourge and Hella 2-pack, $34.99. So yeah, man, that's some pretty good prices. The Stan Lee, $26.99. More MODOK, $50 is regular price. Yeah. So this is pretty good. This is pretty good. So go ahead, check these guys out, Merlin Toy Store, if you want to check out more figures from them. And let's just look at one more. I I don't know which one I'm gonna pick. Let's just do Chubsy Wubsy, because that's a funny name. Chubsy Wubsy. All right, so we got some artwork. I'm assuming that these are the folks that own it, probably. And here's some of their figures. All right, so this is from the Endless Winter Wave from Marvel, not Marvel Legends, but DC Multiverse, where you got the Build-A-Figure for, shoot, what's that guy's name? Frost King, yeah. So they want $27.99 for it, so it's more than you would get everywhere else. But if you wanted to look at it as supporting small businesses, so you pay a little bit more, you can think of it that way. But yeah, let's see what else they got available for pre-order here. All right, so Endless Winter Wave, there's that Robin that I talked about earlier. That's a pretty normal price. They Live, they got these figures on cards. Johnny Cash, Descendants, okay. And then also, before we move on, let me just see what they have here under Just Arrived. So some things that you can pick up immediately if you wanted to buy from these guys. So we got some statues here from One Piece, the Bandai Tamashii statues. Those are good statues here. Yeah, so anyway, you guys can see what's going on here. We got Invincible here. We got some fig pins, supporting your local toy stores. All right, so again, if you wanted to get a list of all of these different stores, you can just head over to Four Horsemen's website, and then they have a blog post, which is like right up front under latest news, for their approved retailers page. And that's how you can find all of those stores. All right, so we're getting close to wrapping it up. One thing that I came across on Big Bad Toy Store was a pre-order for this Marvel Select Juggernaut. This is not a new figure. He's been around for years, but guess they're bringing it back. Pre-order March 2022 for $29.99. Marvel Select is a really good line of figures. They are bigger than Marvel Legends. They're in the 7-inch scale, and they do not have as much articulation, not by a long shot, compared to Marvel Legends. They aren't statues, but hey, they're going to take up more space and they're not as flexible. But the detail, at least when I was the ones that I have, the detail has always been pretty good. But if you want to get this Juggernaut to complete your collection, perhaps bypass Big Bad Toy Store and get it directly from Diamond Select Toys, because they have it available right now. Again, it's $29.99. You can get it directly from them, the folks that make it. So Diamond Select, you know, they got their own storefront. It's worth checking out. And that's what I'm going to wrap up this video with, just so we can take a look at some of the stuff that they have on their website, if it ever loads. All right, so we got a lot of stuff going on here, but they do a lot of busts. Let's check out this Spider-Man stuff. They do a lot of busts. The Marvel Select figures are like the traditional action figures, and then they also do statues, and the prices are not extreme. They're not crazy prices. I think that they're affordable, and the variety is good too. So let's look at this Spider-Man stuff. We got this Miles Morales bust here. It's $175. Here's another bust from Miles Morales, and then here's a regular statue. This is their gallery diorama statue here. So you see the height of this statue here, we got 10 inches and the width is 11 inches. So, you know, it's 1/6 scale. It's not small, and it has a cool looking effect right there. So you can see that little fiery type of effect or energy effect right there. And, you know, sometimes the paint on these dioramas is not the most perfect thing in the world, but I still think that it's worth it for the prices that they ask for them. Like I said, it's not crazy. They're not crazy prices. Here's a cool Venom bust here, and some more Spider-Man stuff. Eddie Brock, another Venom right there. Really cool stuff. And then here's one of the Marvel Select figures, Cloak and Dagger, hanging out at the bottom. And they have all these different types of brands. It's not just Marvel stuff. So if you go up here, you got Marvel, you got Disney, and we could shop by brand if the website will cooperate. There you go. It's all over the place. Yeah, so check that out. Cobra Kai, Godzilla, Jay and Silent Bob, Mortal Kombat, Pacific Rim, John Wick, Invader Zim, The Crow, Nightmare Before Christmas. They got a lot of cool stuff that I would imagine people who look at videos like this will be into. And this is sold out, but take a look at this Scorpion Deluxe Diorama statue. Isn't that cool? Look at that. That's a cool statue. And then, of course, they got the Scorpion and Sub-Zero busts that are currently sold out in regular statues as well. So Diamond Select is one of those brands that you don't see a lot of in the stores that we usually go to, the Targets and the Walmarts. You'll see some things scattered here and there, but by and large, we don't really see a whole lot from Diamond Select inside those big box retailers. And hopefully that can change. You know, space is an issue, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here. We can look at some of these Marvel figures, and I'm just going to leave it off with this Hulk here. And check out that Hulk bust in 3 dimensions. 175 bucks. Look at that Hulk face. You know, it's a 6-pound bust. You know, that's awesome. 13 inches wide, 9 inches tall. It's good stuff. I like it. Really close detail there. You know, is it going to be Sideshow Collectibles, you know, type of detail? Of course not, but you're getting it for a fraction of the price. So maybe consider Diamond Select Toys, and being able to buy directly from them is also a really, really great thing. Full featured website. Okay, guys, that is going to be it for Action Figure Window Shopping episode 11. For today. I'm recording this on Sunday, January the 16th. So hopefully when you see this, I'm going to put it up on Monday. If you're interested in that McFarlane Toys Designer Series Batman with the awesome cape, please go to Target.com and get it as soon as you can. I don't want you to be paying any more than you need to for a figure like that. And I'm sure that they'll have more announcements later on this week, which I will come back next week, and then we'll go over those as well, and some more cool figures and stuff that I find along the way. So again, thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jeremy. I'll talk to you later.